Welcome to the session. In this session we will cover questions from Sine Rule.
Hello and welcome to another session of Trigonometry, Sine Rule. If you see, this is a triangle. This is non-right angle triangle. That means there is no 90 degree. If there is a non-right angle triangle, how we can identify any of the angle or any of the sides? So in that scenario, either we can use sine or cosine. So today in this session we will cover about sine rule. So according to sine rule, if we'll say sine rule, if the three sides of a triangle is given, like suppose this angle is A and opposite of angle A is side A, this is angle B, opposite of angle B is side B, and opposite of angle C is side C, then ratio of side and the sine of the angle are always going to be same. That means A upon sine A is equals to B upon sine B is equals to C upon sine C. Or in another way, we can just take the reciprocal of this one, or we can write here sine A upon A is equals to sine B upon B is equals to sine C upon C. So when we can do or solve questions, or when we will identify whether we have to use sine or cosine rule. So whenever if we see the relation between the two sides and the two angle is coming, then we can go ahead and use the sine rule. So let's solve few questions. So if you'll see, there are two examples which I have taken in this. First, if you'll see question A, 8 centimeter and opposite angle is theta. 5 centimeter opposite angle is 20. So if you'll see, two sides and their respective angles are given, or we have to identify if there is a relation between the two sides and their respective angles, then we can go ahead and use sine rule. So let's use this one, sine rule. Okay. So in this case, we know sine rule is nothing but A upon sine A is equals to B upon sine B. Okay. So we'll use here. So first thing is like A, consider this. Okay. So this is what 8. So I'm going to write 8 upon sine theta. Angle is nothing but theta. B is what? 5 centimeter. 5 upon sine 20. Okay. Now what we have to do? We have to do cross multiplication. So 5 into sine theta. We'll do cross multiply like this. Multiply with this one. This multiply with this one is equals to 8 into sine 20 degree. Okay. So sine theta is going to be 8 into sine 20 upon 5. Now we can use calculator to identify the value. So 8 into 0.34 upon 5. Okay. So sine theta is going to be 0.55. So theta is going to be sine inverse of 0.55. Now we have to identify using a calculator, and angle is coming 33.4. So in this scenario, angle is going to be 33.4. So like this way we can solve using the sine rule. If you'll see another question, similar type of question is like two sides and their respective, like if you see the 35, opposite of 35 is theta degree, and 22 millimeter opposite of this one is 30 degrees given. So relation between the two angle and the two sides, we can go ahead and use sine rule. So I'm going to write here 22 upon sine 30 is equals to 35 upon sine theta. So sine theta is going to be sine 30 into 35 divided by 22. So sine theta, if I'll solve, is going to be 0.80 using calculator. Theta is going to be sine inverse of 0.80, which is going to be 53.13 or 53.1 we can write. So this is like how we can solve the sine rule. So thank you for watching my video. Please stay tuned for the other video on the cosine rule and the other trigonometric ratios. Thank you for watching.